Bought me that thrifted denim in Portland. The top button is still missing. We sat in the parking lot of that taco shop. I said I wasn't mad while I tore the napkin. Small white shreds on my lap, white shreds like snow. I watched a crow on the power line, thinking about how much I wanted to leave. I had those almost honest eyes, looking at you through the rain on the glass. I told you I was all in, but I was already halfway down the street. Down the street, halfway down the street. I kept the truth like a stone in my shoe, walking until it bruised. I heard you're seeing that girl from the library, the one who actually reads your vinyl sleeves. I used to hide the receipts for things I didn't need, tucked deep inside the glove box. I was a performance of a person, splashing my face with cold water just to feel real, just to feel real. You were looking for a home, I was just looking for a place to hide. I had those almost honest eyes, looking at you through the rain on the glass. I told you I was all in, but I was already halfway down the street. Down the street, halfway down the street. I kept the truth like a stone in my shoe, walking until it bruised. Maybe I like the drama of the distance, the way I could blame you for the silence. I started was calamitous, how I handle heart like a fragile jar. I wanted to see shatter. I'm petty and I'm selfish, and I made myself the victim in a story I wrote, and I made you the villain just to sleep at night. Still wearing that jacket with the missing button. The napkins are gone, but the guilt stayed. Almost honest, almost honest, I was never really all in. Fading out, I see the petal curl at the edge, drying out in the twilight. It was a gift from your hand, back when the rain felt like a blessing. Now it just looks tired, bowing its head to the wood floor, like it knows something I don't. Just a stem and a memory. Everything ends in this blue light. I let the water run dry. The beauty's in the leaning. The regret is in the silence. You were steady like deep roots, I was the one drifting away, looking for a sun that wasn't there. Now the vase is half empty, cloudy water, stale air. I touched a leaf and it falls softly without a sound. We were a garden once. Mama used to say, love is a living thing. You can't just leave it on the shelf and expect it to bloom forever, and expect it to bloom forever. It needs the work, it needs the light. Everything ends in this blue light. I let the water run dry. The beauty's in the leaning. The regret is in the silence. It's leaning now, slowly. The leather is too cold for June. Heavy silk slipping off my shoulder. I didn't say a word to you, just left the keys on the marble. Black cayenne cutting through the fog. The engine sounds like a prayer I forgot it all. I'm pushing 80 on the shoulder. The coastline is a blur of gray and salt. Everything the rear view, small, shrinking, getting smaller now. This is the cinematic fade out. Frame by frame, we're losing the color. No credits rolling at the end, just the taste of salt on my tongue, on my tongue. Salt on my tongue. I'm blurring the lines of the highway, passing the spots where we used to be honest. Now I'm just a body in a fast car, wearing your old watch, but the time is wrong. The luxury feels like a bandage, but the wound is too deep for pride. Too deep, it's over. I'm looking for a place to stop feeling, but the gas tank is still half full, and the road just keeps going, keeps going. This is the cinematic fade out. Frame by frame, we're losing the color. No credits rolling at the end, just the taste of salt on my tongue, on my tongue. Salt on my tongue. Wait for the screen to go dark, don't stop. I found that gray hoodie tucked behind the winter coats. Still smells like that cedar wood oil, the one you bought back in Philly, the one you love. I meant to leave it on the sidewalk with the rest of your heavy boxes, but I held it to my face instead, breathing in the wreck of us. My lungs are full of you, it's a weight inside my chest. You're gone, but the air is lying, a distant after image, trapped in the linen of this bed. I'm inhaling a ghost, inhaling a ghost. I changed the sheets twice now, use that expensive floral soap, but your scent is stubborn, like you were during that final week. It's on the collar of my silk robe, from when you held me last June. Spent $60 at the cleaners, and I still can't get you off me. I wanna burn this whole place down, just to clear the oxygen. Clear it out, clear it out. But I'm terrified of the silence when the smell finally fades away. Don't let it fade. I'm losing you all over again, losing you. You're gone, but the air is lying, a distant after image, trace. Dark skin, I can't wash it out. Still here, you're still in the curtains, you're still in my head. Just a trace. I'm not ready for the fresh air yet. Not yet. Ooh, after image. I left the engine running tonight. The heater's blowing dry heat. My skin feels like parchment now, thin and easy to tear open. I thought I heard you cough, just a trick of the ventilation. I'm reaching for a warm hand that isn't in the seat beside me. Not there. Now it's just an empty echo chamber. Echo, echo. Every word I say hits the glass, then falls back into my lap in silence, waiting for a ghost to answer, but the air stays perfectly still, so still. This silence has a heavy weight, like a coat made of wet wool. I keep checking the rear view, looking for a face that's gone. We used to fill this space with long arguments and heavy breathing. Now I'm just a witness to a cold and quiet crime. I'm watching, I'm losing my own frequency. Where are you? I'm fading into the upholstery. Did you find a way to mute it? I can't find the volume, no. Can't find it. Now it's just an empty echo chamber. Echo, echo. Every word I say hits the glass, then falls back into my lap in silence, waiting for a ghost to answer, but the air stays perfectly still, so still. Echo. It's just the cold air. Nothing but cold air. Nothing. Found that gallon of blue paint in the shed, the one we picked for the guest room. It's dry now, solid as a brick inside the tin, just like every word you ever gave me. I'm looking at my knuckles, they're rough from the work you wouldn't touch. I did the floors alone while you were out doing God knows what. It's not just the mess you left, it's the 3 years I won't get back, the deposit on my life I'm losing it all. I'm still here, watching the light change. You broke the deal, but I'm keeping the house. I'm still standing in the middle of the wreck. I'm still standing in the middle of the wreck. You left your heavy coat on the hook, the one with the rip in the pocket. I found a receipt for that hotel, I found a receipt for that hotel. waited 2 nights after my birthday, $65 for a lie. I put your keys in the mailbox. Don't bother knocking, don't bother knocking. The locks are different today. My chest hurts when I breathe too deep. I hate that I'm still checking the front door, thinking it's you, knowing it's just the wind. I'm tired of being strong, but I'm doing anyway, because I'm the one who paid for this room. I'm still here, watching the light change. You broke the deal, but I'm keeping the house. I'm still standing in the middle of the rain, I found that ticket in my denim jacket, small piece of blue from a summer night. We thought we were carved out of heavy stone, but we were just sketches on a page. I remember how the wind felt through the car. Everything felt like a wide open road. I didn't know how thin the surface was until the first storm rolled in. Try to hold the memories flat, but the edges keep curling up. It's hard to keep a straight line when the ink starts to run. We were just fragile paper hearts, folding under the weight of it all. One small tear and we came undone, we came undone. I'm still holding on to the pieces, trying to remember the shape we made before the world got so heavy, before we learned how to break. I walk past that bridge where we sat. The paint is peeling just like I am. I used to be so afraid of the rain, afraid it would wash my colors away. But now I let the water hit my face. There is nothing left to hide anymore. I am not the girl in those old Polaroids. She was softer than I am today. I try to hold the memories flat, but the edges keep curling up. It's hard to keep a straight line when the ink starts to run. We were just fragile paper hearts, folding under the weight of it all. One small tear and we came undone, we came undone. I'm still holding on to the pieces, trying to remember the shape we made before the world got so heavy, before we learned how to break. Maybe the breaking is the only to grow. Maybe the scars make the weight of it all. One small learning how to carry the weight of everything we used to be. We were just fragile to the pieces, trying to remember the shape we made before the world got so heavy, before we learned how to break. Just paper in the wind. You never meant it. The silk slips off the mattress edge. You didn't look up from the floor, staring at the ceiling fan, thinking about the price of grace. The cartier is cold against my pulse, a pretty cage full against my pulse, a pretty cage for a hollow bird. I remember the weight of your hand before I knew it was a performance. Every I love you had a tax. You paid for my silence in gold, but the gold is starting to tarnish. You lied with your eyes wide open. Every touch was Carrera bites the asphalt now. Canyon walls are closing in. You keep the high beams on, afraid of what we might see. Your hands smell like expensive smoke and a life we didn't live. The way you spoke was to my name, like it was something you owned. The leather seats are too soft, they swallow the sound of my breathing. I should have checked the registration before I let you drive me home. The receipt is in the glove box, crinkled under the weight of the map. Everything has a paper trail except the way you feel, but don't. You lied, it was all for show. The dashboard lights are dimming just the way you like it. Everything is quiet now, so quiet. Lie to Sky is turning a heavy plum color. I watch the heat rise from asphalt. You're leaning against the balcony rail, looking like a silhouette I once knew. My sweater smells like your smoke, but your eyes are looking past me. We're just waiting for the eclipse to finish what we started in June. It's a lingering false light, just a trick of the eye, holding us here while it dies. I'm staying for the imitation, I'm staying for the imitation. I'm staying for the imitation, before the night takes the rest. Your hands move like they're rehearsed, tracing lines on my shoulder blade. I don't feel the pull anymore, just the weight of your breathing. We're both pretending we're okay, trading silence for the rhythm. Is it easier to stay blind when the dusk hides the cracks? It's a lingering false light, just a trick of the eye, holding us here while it dies. I'm staying for the imitation, I'm staying for the imitation. I'm staying for the imitation, before the night takes the rest. Don't turn on the lamps, keep it dim. Stay in the violet air, I'm not ready for the real dark. The sun is already under the hill, but I can still see your face, fake warmth on my skin. Where did you go? Just let it fade out. Imitation, let it go. The street lights were buzzing loud. You had your hands in your pockets. we were good. I mean, I really believed it. Now the air feels too heavy, like the sky is falling down. I can't even look at you. Everything was just a beautiful trick, moonlight making you look so honest, but you were just hiding the truth. Yeah, you were just hiding. It is the worst feeling ever. Whoa, whoa, the worst thing I ever felt. I remember the way you laughed back when we stayed out late. Was any of that even real? Or was I just a joke? Everything is crashing down now. I can't even feel my hands. I just wanna run away. Everything was just a beautiful trick, moonlight making you look so honest, but you were just hiding the truth. Yeah, you were just hiding. It is the worst feeling ever. Whoa, whoa, the worst thing I ever felt. I do not want an apology. The damage is already done. I am standing here in the dark. Yeah, you were just hiding, and it is all your fault. Everything was just a beautiful trick, moonlight making you look so honest. Whoa, whoa, the worst thing I ever felt. You look like a stranger now. Stranger now. I close my eyes to reach you, tracing the air where you stayed. The weight of your hand remains soft against the silken lace. I can feel the pulse of us moving through the quiet air. Still feeling you. This is my one last gentle illusion, holding the warmth before it fades. I surrender to the way we were. Surrender before the morning finds the truth. I'm staying here a little longer. The scent of jasmine fills the air, tender as a word once spoken. I won't let the silence speak, or look at the side of the bed. Keep the peace. This is my one last gentle illusion, holding the warmth before it fades. I surrender to the way we were. Surrender before the morning finds the truth. I'm found the letter in the drawer. The ink is fading into gray. We used to mean the things we said. Every syllable had a weight. Now the paper feels so thin between my fingers, like a ghost. Like a ghost. It is getting harder to remember how your voice sounded in the hall. Now the air is feeling heavy and the sky begins to fall. Rain over forgotten words, washing out the things we swore. I cannot see the always anymore. Watching every promise turn to blue, lost inside a blurred out view. Just rain over forgotten words. You spoke like you were writing history. Every sentence was a vow. We traded truths like they were silver. But they are only silence now. The rhythm of the storm is loud. So loud. Tell me where the meaning went. Did it dissolve into the street? I am screaming at the clouds, but the water tastes so sweet. High vocal belt on the final note. Rain over forgotten words, washing out the things we swore. I cannot see the always anymore. Watching every promise turn to blue, lost inside a blurred out view. Just rain over forgotten words. Forgotten words. Vocal run on words. I just wanna know. Ad-lib melisma fading into the sound of falling rain. Yeah, yeah. I'm pulling the navy wool over my face, the one you left draped on the wooden chair. It still carries that heavy scent of cedar and the soap you used before you left. It feels like you're standing in the doorway, watching me wake up in the gray light. I can almost taste the salt on your skin, but I'm just breathing in the dust, trying to find where you ended and where I began again. I keep running it back in my head, tracing the spots where your hands rested. It's a holy kind of haunting, isn't it? Staying in the space where we used to be. Staying in the space, holding on to the air. We were driving down that coastal road. The heater was broken, but I felt warm. You tucked the edges right under my chin. Now the silk at the hem is starting to pull, fraying just like the things we never said. I haven't washed it since that Tuesday, afraid to lose the only part of you that hasn't turned into a ghost yet. Every thread feels like a heavy weight, pulling me back to the start. I keep running it back in my head, tracing the spots where your hands rested. It's a holy kind of haunting, isn't it? Staying in the space where we used to be. Staying in the space, holding on to the air. Don't wash it inexpensive regrets, still clinging to the silk on my skin. You move like you own the space. Now I'm tracing where you've been. Now I'm tracing where you've been. Where you've been. Every touch was a calculated move. I played along just to feel the heat. The taste of your name is bitter now, staining every single sheet. The way you move demands attention, even when you're walking out the door. I'm caught in the gravity of us. Soft lies in slow motion, watching the truth fall apart. Soft lies in slow motion, you break me down so easy. Soft lies in slow Last night felt like a fevered wind, but the morning shows the cracks in us. I'm proving I can handle the sting while I'm drowning in the rush. In the rush. You look too good while you're dishonest. Frame the picture, hang it on the wall. I'd rather have the beautiful lie than have nothing at all. The way you move demands attention, even when you're walking out the door. I'm caught in the gravity of us. Soft lies in slow motion, watching the truth fall apart. Soft lies in slow motion, break me down so easy. I'm addicted to the way you hurt. Give me one more expensive mistake before the sun burns the truth. Don't wake me up, yeah. Ooh, the way you love, so soft, slow motion, yeah. The heat is leaving your skin. I watch the stars lose their edge. One more hour before the break. Don't look at the clock. The air is heavy and sweet. I wanna freeze this pulse. Gravity's pulling us down. The sky is turning a pale blue. Stay right where you are. Don't move. Keep the world outside the glass. Stay close. The night that never ended, I keep it on a loop. The night that never ended, burning through the truth. We are timeless in this dark, until the sun takes it back. Takes it back. Your hand is a weight on mine, perfect because it has to fade. No use fighting the dawn, but I can slow the rhythm. Every breath is a heavy cost. I am paying for the memory. Gravity's pulling us down. The sky is turning a pale blue. Stay right where you are. Keep the world outside the glass. Stay close. Nothing lasts, and that is why this moment feels like a knife, sharp and beautiful and cold. So cold. wash that gray sweatshirt yesterday. It's sitting at the bottom of the hamper. I put it to my face and hold my breath. The sandalwood and citrus almost gone. Just a faint trace left in the fabric. Just a faint trace left in the fabric. Like you're standing in the doorway for a second, then you're gone when I open my eyes. The silence you left is getting louder. I can't find you in the air anymore. Your scent is a ghost on my skin, fading out with every single exhale. I'm catching my breath in the space you occupy, but it tastes like nothing at all. I drove to that park by the reservoir, the one where you always complained about the wind. I kept the heater on the highest setting, trying to bake the memory of you into the seats. There's a receipt from the hardware store, tucked into the sun visor, for the light bulbs you never got to change. I'm still living in the dark you left me in. The silence you left is getting louder. I can't find you in the air anymore. Your scent is a ghost on my skin, fading out with every single exhale. I'm catching my breath in the space you occupied, but it tastes like nothing at all. You'll probably buy a new bottle right now, spraying it on someone who doesn't know your middle name. Does she know you only sleep on the left side? Does she know you're terrified of growing old? I'm scrubbing my wrist until the skin is raw, trying to wash off the way you used to hold me. But the silence is stuck in my throat, it's so can't put down. It's heavy. The silence you left is getting louder. I can't find you in the air anymore. The scent is a ghost on my skin, fading out with every single exhale. I'm catching my breath in the space you occupy, but it tastes like nothing at all. We finally did the laundry tonight. The sweatshirt just smells like detergent now. Clean and cold and completely empty. I'm breathing on my own, finally breathing. It's just air, just air. The candle has burned down to nothing. I see the smoke rising in the dark. I spoke before I had time to think. Now the air between us feels like lead. I saw the between us feels like lead. I saw the way you pulled your hand away, pulled it away. And I would give anything to reach you now. It is the weight of what I said, sitting heavy on the edge of the bed. I saw the bruise form behind your eyes, and I cannot take the truth back tonight. I can't take it back. I am holding my breath until you speak, because this silence is more than I can bear. I never meant to use my honesty as a weapon, but the anger made careless with your heart. You have always been my sanctuary and my home. Now I am standing outside in the cold, watching you stare at the rain on the glass. Rain on the glass. Wishing I could rewrite the last hour. It is the weight of what I said, sitting heavy on the edge of the bed. I saw the bruise form behind your eyes, and I cannot take the truth back tonight. I can't take it back. I am holding my breath until you speak, because this silence is more than I can bear. Please look at me and see the regret I didn't mean to hurt you. I promise to stay for me. I'm heading south on the bypass. The heater is struggling to keep up. Your seat is still pushed back, exactly where you liked it. I haven't let anyone else sit there. It feels like a kind of betrayal. The silence is heavy in the cabin, just the way you left it. It's the threads of what we didn't say, tied to the dashboard. Your sand is still in the fabric, pulling me back to the coast. I don't know how to cut it loose. Don't know how. I found your old wool coat in the back of the closet. It smells like cedar and rain. And that night in the driveway, when we just stared at the dash, waiting for the other to start, but the words stayed in our throats. Now they're just hanging here. It's the threads of what we didn't say, tied to the dashboard. Your sand is still in the fabric, pulling me back to the coast. I don't know how to cut it loose. Don't know how. Maybe I like being haunted. It's better than being alone. Ooh, so much better. I keep driving in circles, hoping I'll run into the ghost. It's the threads of what we didn't say, tied to the dashboard. Your sand is still in the fabric, pulling me back to the coast. I don't know how to cut it loose. Don't know how. Just driving, just driving, still tangled, caught in the threads. I'm not ready yet. You say you stayed at the studio, finishing the mix on that one track, but you smell like rainy pavement and a brand of smoke I don't recognize. I'm just watching your mouth move, letting the words wash over the seat, knowing you're giving me pieces, just enough to keep me from leaving. Keep me from leaving. Under this veil of a half-truth, we're just playing it, being real, being real. Under this veil of a half-truth, I'm letting my guard down anyway. I'm letting it go, even if you're still hiding, hiding. Could've checked the location on the Lex, but I'm tired of being the detective. Rather just feel your hand on my neck than win another argument tonight. It's transactional at this point. You give me a story I can live with. I give you the softness you don't deserve. Guess we both getting what we need. What we need. Under this veil of a half-truth, we're just playing it, being real. Being real. Under this veil of a half-truth, I'm letting my guard down anyway. I'm letting it go, even if you're still hiding. Hiding. Why you acting like that? Just be here for a minute. Even if it's mostly fake, is it fake? I'm still leaning in. Leaning in. Don't even tell me the rest. Don't tell me. I found that old t-shirt under the radiator. It still smells like that soap, the one you always hated. I should probably toss it, but I just put it back. My cactus is turning brown, I keep forgetting to water it. I'm still holding on to nothing, nothing at all. Trying to find where we ended. Everything is just heavy, quiet now, buried under the floorboards. You said you reach out, but we both know you won't. It's fine, I'm not even mad. I just hate seeing your car parked on seeing your car. Parked on that one street, the one near her place. I'm still holding on to nothing, nothing at all. Trying to find where we ended. Everything is just heavy, quiet now, buried under the floorboards. Maybe I'll move away, start over somewhere new, but I'd probably just bring all this mess